Hi everyone. We are super excited with the news today that within the next few weeks we are going to be able to return to on-site learning. How great. I know we have lots of excited teachers and support staff and students and families that we're all going to be able to get back together here at school. I've got some really important information about this announcement that was made by the Premier earlier today that I wanted to talk to you all about, which I'll get to in a second. But first, I wanted to start by just saying a huge thank you. You guys have done an amazing job of working together. I have been so blown away by the positivity and the support of all of our community with supporting our young people and our teachers with the task of doing learning from home. It is amazing the learning that has still been taking place despite everything happening in the world. I know that it has been something that's been a real source of pride and positivity given the quite difficult circumstances. So thank you. For all our families, you've all tried in your own ways and gotten learning happening. No matter what that's looked like at times, that doesn't matter. You've all given it a really good go, and we're really grateful for that. So a huge thank you. It's really important over the next few weeks as we work back towards being on site all together that we keep that up, that we keep doing our learning at home, that we don't take our foot off the gas, that we keep going, because the more we can get done, the more we can stay in those routines, the easier it's going to be once we get back on site to do some really important learning to make the most of our year at school. So please do keep up your great efforts. Please do keep reaching out to the school if there's anything we can do to help. So you'll see I've included in this post on Facebook and in the email on Compass a note from the school. Lots of this information is the direct information we've been provided by the department. So please do take the time to read, but I'm going to summarise a lot of it for us now here. So the direction from the department is that in line with the advice of the Chief Health Officer of Victoria, it is now safe for us to work towards learning at school. And we're going to be doing that in a staged approach to help us manage those risks and help getting our students back into their learning as best as possible. So the first stage is that the prep grade 1 and grade 2 students are going to return to on-site learning in 2 weeks' time. Only 2 weeks. How exciting. That is on Tuesday, the 26th of May. The day before that, the 25th of May, will be a pupil-free day, and that's the same all over the state. So all teachers and school staff on that day will be working to get ready to have kids back on site. So you'll see at the end of the note, I've set out those key dates. So Monday the 25th of May is the pupil-free day, and then Tuesday the 26th of May is the day that the preps, grade 1s and grade 2s start back. All right. So then they'll be back for 2 weeks. And during those 2 weeks, the arrangements that have been in place for all students where families can't provide any care and supervision stay in place. We will have to probably be a bit flexible and understanding there because staffing will probably be a bit more tricky, but those arrangements will stay in place. So if your students are in grade 3 to 6 and do need to be coming on site during that 2 weeks, that is possible. You just need to follow the same processes. So that email I send out on Thursday with a booking form that you fill in and you send back to me on the Friday, the week before. So that process will still be in place. And then on Tuesday, the 9th of June, all other students will come back. So our grade 3s, 4s, 5s, and 6s will all start back on Tuesday, the 9th of June. That's a Tuesday because Monday, the 8th of June, is a public holiday statewide. So no one will be at school or at work on that day. That we look forward to and can't wait to see all of our older students on that Tuesday, the 9th of June. Once everyone's come back, it is school as normal. So that means that if you are worried and keeping your students at home, we really want you to talk to us about that, because there's so many precautions that are going to be in place that it is really safe for those kids to be at school, and we won't be in a position to provide provide remote learning anymore. So it is really important that everyone comes back to school on Tuesday the 9th of June, and that otherwise you do talk to us. The one category where it might not be as straightforward is where students do need to be at home because of health concerns. So if you do fall into that category, first of all, please do make sure you talk to your medical professionals, and secondly, that you then do talk to the school so that we can come up with a plan for that. So please do get in touch. It's really important that we understand that this is the same approach being taken by all government schools, in Victoria. All right, so everyone's following the same timeline and doing the same things. Just very quickly, the note reiterates some really important things that will be happening at school, because it's really important from now on, while we do open back up and we are doing more things, that we are still minimising the risk of COVID-19. So there'll be an enhanced cleaning routine. So basically the key parts of the school will be getting cleaned more often, so twice per day. There will still be the same hygiene procedures around really frequent hand washing. And finally, really, really important, and this is going to be so important as we head into winter, that if a child is feeling ill or is unwell, they must not attend school. And we will be having to send kids home if they do come to school and they are sick. So it is really important that those kids do stay home and do seek medical advice. At school, we'll be doing stuff to minimise the physical distancing amongst adults, and that's really clearly set out in the letter. It's really important that our focus is on minimising contact between adults. So that will mean, and I'll be sending more detail about this in the next couple of weeks as we move closer to the return to school, but there will be limits on when families can come into school. There may be some changed arrangements around drop-off and pick-up. We're going to have to look at different ways of doing parenting. Well, we don't do parenting interviews, but our wonderful student-led conferences. The great thing is we've learnt how to use all this amazing new technology. So there's lots of great ways that we can still stay connected as families and as staff. So I'll be providing a lot more information about that in the next few weeks. It's really important, just as through all stages of this process, if you do have any worries, if you have any questions or concerns, please do reach out. I hope we have been as available and responsive as possible. It's certainly been our goal. We've loved working together as a school community to get through this crazy time. It certainly how well our community, how well our school has worked together has made me feel better about all this craziness. So I hope it has you too. Sorry for the dinging, but yeah, I really encourage you to please do keep reaching out and please do keep talking with us. I really can't wait. Go away, dinging. I really can't wait to see all of the brilliant learning that's still going to happen in the next couple of weeks. It's really important we keep going and we keep going. 1, because it's great fun. 2, because it's great for our brains and it keeps them growing. And 3, it's going to mean that we're still in those routines of learning and being a student and going to school, so that when we do start back, the junior kids in 2 weeks' time and the older kids in 4 weeks' time, that we're ready to go and we just really easily slot back into those routines. So a big thank you again. You've all done an amazing job and are still doing an amazing job. Thank you for the next weeks ahead, but I hope you feel better, because we know when the end date of all this is. So we really appreciate it. Thanks, guys.